I've been married for more than 15 years.
Congratulations. Congratulations. That's fucking dope.
Or, I'm so sorry.
I have been in a side relationship that my husband recently found out about. How can I convince my husband to let me keep the side dude?
Well, first of all, he shouldn't. How did he find out? Did he go through your phone? Because that is a breach of privacy.
I mean, how the fuck you gonna go through my phone?
Why you gonna go through my phone for? You don't trust me?
I know, right? Okay, hold on. Multiple layers there. Are you happily married?
Clearly not, right? She has a
So
side
here's the
dude.
thing. No. Before we go, whoa. We let's not put the carriage in front of the horse.
Some days.
Trill,
Some days.
do you feel like you can be happily married and have a side piece? Trill, I need an answer right the fuck now.
I would say no.
Okay.
I would say no. I think for the most part, if you got the side piece, he filling a role that your husband is not. So you got to look in that mirror and ask yourself, is the role that this person filling enough for me to leave this 15 plus year marriage? And judging by the enthusiasm in your tone, it's sounding to me like the marriage is over. That's just my...
Kitty, no, we're not gonna go there yet. We haven't dove into this question, okay? Kitty, if we say for better or for worse, Kitty, I need your attention. Because if we say for better or for worse, that means for better or for side piece, doesn't it?
No, and I'm not gonna do this with y'all today.
We in trouble.
You need to change that convince word to manipulate.
Ooh.
We're not gonna play those games right now. You took a vow. You took vows. You stood before God or whatever it is you believe in and said that you were going to love this man in sickness and through health, for rich and for poor. You said that you committed whenever you took that vow. You committed to be there even in the hard times, even in the times where you were not fully emotionally fulfilled. You still took on that position to say that I'm going to have those conversations. I'm going to communicate. I'm not going to breach the trust in this marriage. You lack marital integrity. And if you lack marital integrity, you lack integrity as a person as well. So my next point to make is the audacity must be on sale right now for you to be able to say, how can I convince my husband, a man at that, convince my husband to let me still have a side relationship as if I did not betray this man, as if I did not hurt this man, as if I did not dishonor this man, as if I did not disrespect this man, and you want to ask for something? You want to ask for what it seems like more of a favor because it's only gonna work in your favor. It's nothing that is gonna work for him. I don't like when we play these games like this. You entered into what you two believe was a monogamous agreement, and you made it a polyamorous thing.
Ooh.
You did.
Ooh.
Let me tell you something else that you did. Let's talk about the lack of responsibility. I'm gonna tell you one more thing because I'm sure some other panelists have something to say. This is the problem that I have. Whenever you open up your marriage to something that somebody else did not consent to, if your side piece has depression or anxiety, anything like that, there's a spiritual exchange that takes place when you go sleep with somebody else that you now have invited into your home. So part of the reason why your marriage is not happy is because you were lusting over the fence to begin with.
Ooh.
You invited that into your marriage. You corrupted your home. The best thing for you to do, because he does have the right to leave you, the best thing that you could do, the responsible thing you can do, is either end that relationship on the side or leave that man alone and let somebody else find him.
All praise to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles and elders of GMS. Shalom to the hopefully elect. All right, and I think I'm going to call this video, Adultery is Widely Accepted in America, okay? Adultery is widely accepted in America, especially among you damn black people, man. You so-called black people. Or you know what? I won't say just, I mean, of course it's acceptable among these, you know, these other people too. So in this video, you saw this lady right here get up and ask, you know, reveal to the whole world, no tact, no respect, no real, you know, just being a demon, really. She was already being a demon, talking about she'd been married for 15 years and been having a side relationship, how she convinced her husband to let her keep the side dude. What the fuck you talking about, lady? But you know, that's in Babylon the Great. And due to the music, the culture, the movies, everything that you see going on, adultery is pretty much probably has always been widely accepted in America. I mean, the way the women dress, all of that. The way the women are loose, very suggestive, you know, very sexual. All the people seem to be extra sexual now. It's to the point now where the Lord gonna have to he gonna do something. All these adulterers, they're gonna be fucking judged, man. Let's just get into the scripts a little bit. Now, the one bright spot in this video was the one lady right here. I don't know who she is, but she brought it. You know, she told us straight up what it was. You know what I mean? I liked her reply. But just the fact that you're willing as a woman to stand up and just say openly in front of a room full of people, number one, you've been committing adultery. You know, your face is out there. It's all over the internet everywhere now. And number two, you willing to continue to do it. You want to see how you can convince your husband to let you continue to do it. When really the scriptures call for a punishment for adultery. And for the stupid out there, what is adultery? Adultery is when a woman sleeps with another man other than her husband, and when a man sleeps with another man's wife. These are the only instances of adultery. Not when a man cheats on his wife to be with another woman. That's not adultery, according to the Bible now, okay? And it's not my doctrine. I didn't make it up. I'm not twisting it. That's literally what it is. When you read it in the scriptures, let's read it. Now, first we'll read the one from Exodus, thou shalt not commit adultery, right? Now, according to Esau's definition, he gonna say adultery is when a man cheats on his wife. No, that's not what it is. It's not a biblical definition. You will not find that. However, you will find, let's read it now, Leviticus 20:10, and the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, see that? Even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. See? So it's defined in the scriptures as a man being with another man's wife. And it's also adultery on that woman being with a man that's not her husband. I mean, a man outside of her husband. A woman that's married, the woman that has a husband, sleep with another man. Now, if a woman just sleep with a man that's got a wife, that's not adultery. If a woman sleep with with a man and she's not in a relationship, she ain't got no husband, that's not adultery, okay? A single woman sleeping with a man, whether that man is married or not, it's not adultery. You can read it right here. And the man that committed adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. Why did it say in the man that have, sleep with another woman? Why didn't it say that? If that's what it is. You'll never find that in the scriptures. And a lot of you going to complain, you women going to say this and say that, but you can't prove it otherwise. Deuteronomy 5:18, that neither shalt thou commit adultery. That's also there. Now let's go to the New Testament. Right now, if you read Ezekiel 16:32, it says, but as a wife that committeth adultery would take strangers instead of her husband. See? And it's really dealing with something else, but he gave you the example right there. Now, this is Matthew 5:27, because some of you weak ass niggas, you're gonna bring this up because you don't understand it. Matthew 5:27, it says, ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, thou shalt not commit adultery. But I say unto you that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her hath committed adultery with her already in his heart. What's meant by this right here? What does it mean? I mean, if you just look at a woman, here you are, a man looking at a woman that doesn't belong to anybody. But if you lust after, that's adultery. How can it be adultery? She doesn't belong to anybody. Who you cheating on? Who is she cheating on? It's talking about a woman that's got a husband. You looking at a woman with a husband in lust, you commit adultery with her in your heart. You're thinking about it in your mind. You're playing it out in your head. But I say unto you that whosoever looketh on a woman to lust after her committeth adultery with her already in his heart. Okay? That's how that adultery takes place. Because she belongs to someone, right? Now here in Matthew 19, it'll say, let's read it. Matthew 19:7. They say unto him, why did Moses then command to give a writing of divorcement and to put her away? He says unto them, Moses, because of the hardness of your hearts, suffered you to put away your wives, but from the beginning it was not so. And I say unto you, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication, and shall marry another, committeth adultery. And whoso marrieth her which is put away, doth commit adultery. Why does it say that? Why does it say that? In the first sense, when you put away your wife and marry another, you're going to make that woman commit adultery. That's what it really is going into. And whoso marrieth her which is put away, doth commit adultery. Why? Because she still belongs to that former husband. If you go to Romans 7, it explains it. Romans 7:1, know ye not, brethren, for I speak to them that know the law, how that the law hath dominion over a man as long as he liveth? For the woman which hath an husband is bound by the law to her husband, so long as he liveth. But if the husband be dead, she is loose from the law of her husband. So then, while her husband liveth, if while her husband liveth, she be married to another man, she shall be called an adulteress. But if her husband be dead, she is free from that law, so that she is no adulteress, though she be married to another man. You see that? So no writing of divorcement is going to nullify that. Nothing can nullify the law of the husband. That woman belongs to the husband no matter what. So again, when we read it, and I say unto you, Matthew 19:9, whosoever shall put away his wife, except it be for fornication, and shall marry another, committeth adultery. Why? Because you're going to cause that woman that you put away to commit adultery. Either somebody else going to get with her, and that's going to be adultery, or she's just going to outright get with somebody else. It says, and whoso marrieth her which is put away, doth commit adultery. Why? She will put away, brother. You had a bill of divorcement, brother. Why? We just read it in Romans 7:1. The law of the husband. If he's not dead, that woman's still married. Now, this is, of course, all of you out there that's, just newly coming into the truth, you didn't know about this, like we didn't know. But now that you have knowledge of this, you don't be doing that, man. You don't be getting together with, women that's got men already. You don't do that, man. If a woman got a man, leave that woman alone, okay? Now, let's see here. And, there's other instances in here, right? I'm just going to read a couple here. So let's go to Revelation. Let's do that. Let's go to Revelation. Revelation 21:7. Revelation 21 verse 7, it says, he that overcometh shall inherit all things, and I will be his God, and he shall be my son. That's for the elect. But the fearful, I don't see it here. Let's see. Among us. No, I got the wrong one. Let's go to 1 Corinthians. 1 Corinthians 6:9. That's the one. 1 Corinthians 6:9, it says, know ye not that the unrighteous shall not inherit the kingdom of the Most High? Be not deceived, neither fornicators, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, nor effeminate, nor abusers of themselves with mankind, nor thieves, nor covetous, nor drunkards, nor revilers, nor extortioners shall inherit the kingdom of the Most High. Now, a lot of you will say, well, y'all, you did all them things. And such were some of you, but ye are washed. When you come into this truth, you're born again, you wake up, to who you are, and you're born again, the word cleanses you, right? Now you are clean by the word, which I have spoken unto you. You clean by the word, you washed by the word. But once you get washed by the word, you can't go back and indulge in them same activities as before. And such were some of you, but ye are washed, but ye are sanctified, but ye are justified in the name of the Lord Yahushua and by the Spirit of our God. You see that? So now when you see over here in Babylon the Great, you see that this society widely accepts adultery. And I'm gonna give it respect again to this lady right here with the burgundy hair right here with the auburn highlights or whatever it is. She told it straight. This lady out here, she a damn demon. She said that she gonna keep doing it. Right? She don't trick herself into believing that a guy that's been sleeping with her on the side is willing to take her on full time. Really, man, at the end of the day, I'm gonna read you another scripture here that's gonna tell you the situation, when it comes to that adultery shit, man. It's a dangerous thing. You don't want to fuck around with that. Revelation 17 verse 1, and there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials and talked with me, saying unto me, come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters. Verse 2 says, now that great whore sitting upon many waters is America, Babylon the Great. It says, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication. And part of the wine of her fornication, making it, a trendy thing, widely accepted for adultery. Because guess what? America don't have no law punishing adultery. A woman can leave her husband, get legally separated under the law, legally separated, right? Meaning it's backed by the law here. She can get legally separated from her husband and go be and resume have relationships with other men. And it's not against the law. It's not even punishable. As a matter of fact, a woman can get caught in adultery and there's no punishment. There's nothing from the law. They're not going to do anything to that woman. It happens all the time. This is a shitty, stink-ass society with no punishment for violating that law. When the Most High said a woman should be put to death. Even both of them, the adulterer and the adulteress, shall be put to death. That's what's supposed to happen. And look, this society, if they wanted to clean it up, they could, but they're never going to do that. They're never going to clean up this society. They're going to let it go on. Now, when this lady was talking, everybody got quiet, and you had some people, and the men up there, that one first guy, he was a bitch. Because he wanted to hype it up. Not him, this first guy with the black shirt on. See, he's trying to cater to the crowd and pander to the fucking women. He should have been the one that had the nuts enough to say what the lady said. Now the dude after him with the beard, oh boy, he said he think the relationship over. Well, you're right. But he also should have had some more morals. But you know what? They've been dumbed down and brainwashed by Babylon the Great. Their nuts have been taken from them. They're not really even real men. This lady right here at the end though, she brought it. You know what I mean? Now, does she mean it? I think she meant it. When she said it, she meant it. Now, I don't know if she's living that, but that's great. And them other hoes up there on the panel, they didn't like it when she was saying it. They got quiet and shit, but they agree. See, they're all into that side piece shit. That shouldn't even exist. Side piece culture shouldn't exist. And I may change the name of the lesson to, side piece culture and adultery is accepted in Babylon the Great. Okay? Now, let's get one scripture here and we're going to shut it down. This is a warning. Don't be, really the Lord said it. You should need more of a severe warning than what's in the law, but you can find it here. This is Proverbs 6, Man, in verse 27. And I'm going to read it to you from the NLT. This is what it says as soon as it loads up. Proverbs 6:27, it says, can a man scoop a flame into his lap and not have his clothes catch on fire? Can he walk on hot coals and not blister his feet? So it is with the man who sleeps with another man's wife. He who embraces her will not go unpunished. Excuses might be found for a thief who steals because he is starving, but if he is caught, he must pay back 7 times what he stole, even if he has to sell everything in his house. But the man who commits adultery is an utter fool, for he destroys himself. He will be wounded and disgraced. His shame will never be erased. For the woman's jealous husband will be furious, and he will show no mercy when he takes revenge. He will accept no compensation, nor be satisfied with a payoff of any size. Ooh, fire. You can't satisfy a man when you be with his woman. That's the worst thing you can do to another man is be with his wife, man. You know, and I would say before I came into the truth, that wasn't my view. My view was like everybody else is in the world, right? If the woman, you know, if he ain't find out or whatever, I don't even remember how I used to think like that, but I did. I'm sure that I did. But now being washed by the word, I don't think like that. I understand how low of a thing it is, you know, how terrible it is, and I wouldn't do that to any man, whether I knew him or not. You know, that's a pure hatred to want to be with a man's wife. And on some level, it's some gay shit. Which some guys can't get that. It's above their heads. But think about it. You want to take another man's wife and be, another man's wife and be with her, but she been being with him every day. This man been, you know, doing all kind of, he done basically put his own self inside of this woman so many times. She is sharing DNA with this man. And here you come, wanting to be with her. Now you getting his DNA all over you. That's really gay on some level, man. You kissing all in the mouth, doing all that, touching on, looking in the eyes. That's another man's property. It ain't got nothing to do with you. Let's read the KJV, Proverbs 6:27. Can a man take fire in his bosom and his clothes not be burned? Can one go upon hot coals and his feet not be burned? So he that goeth into his neighbor's wife, so he that goeth into his neighbor's wife, whosoever toucheth her shall not be innocent. Men do not despise a thief if he steal to satisfy his soul when he is hungry. But if he be found, he shall restore 7-fold. He shall give all the substance of his house. But whoso committeth adultery with a woman lacketh understanding. He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. A wound and dishonor shall he get, and his reproach shall not be wiped away. For jealousy is the rage of a man. Therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. He will not regard any ransom, neither will he rest content, though thou givest many gifts. I don't care what you give him. The one thing that he's going to want is you and her gone. Some cases, men often might want to keep the woman, and then the man be gone. But the law calls for them both to be extinguished. And in a world where the law reigns, where the law of the Heavenly Father rules, that man will want to see that done. That way he ain't got to look at you no more every day, thinking about what you was doing with this other man. He ain't got to look at the dude. He ain't got to cross paths with him. Both of them be gone. He get him another wife and just live his life. You see? That's how it would be in a righteous society. But here in Babylon the Great, adultery, side piece culture is widely accepted. And that's just one of the many reasons why this place got to be destroyed. And we'll see you again soon with another lesson, Lord willing. All praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Shalom.